Hey everybody, we've got a really great, very basic couples sequence for you. So just before we get started, you just want to make sure that you have a partner that you trust and that you listen to your partner. The beauty of this is that you get to bond with somebody, but you also get to go further and deeper into a lot of these postures. And so it's really important that you tell your partner, you communicate with them if it's too far, if you need a little bit more, a little bit less, and that kind of thing. It's a really good opportunity also to get more in touch with your breath and your partner's breath.
Yeah, the stretches can be a little bit more intense when you're using someone else's body weight or leverage, so just make sure that you're communicating what's enough, what's not.
Communication, the foundation. Okay, so you're gonna start facing one another. Extend your left leg out, sole of your right foot inside your left leg. And it's gonna be a seated side bend. So you have this little twist sort of towards your partner. Take left hand into the left hand or forearm. Breathe in, reach your right arm up. And as you breathe out, start to reach up and over. So your right fingertips go towards your left big toe. Now there's a lot of ways that you can modify this, but essentially the target area is this little sensation here, lower right torso. So you can see Carolina supporting her head, in case it's a little intense on the neck. But what's really nice here is that if I want a little bit more, I'll say give me a little tug on the left arm. Takes me deeper into that twist. Ooh, it feels nice. Or I can give her a little bit more.
Yeah.
Take a couple of breaths together. Inhale and exhale.
If your hand is behind your head, just gently press back into your hand with your head.
When you're ready to come up, just go nice and slow. And then switch sides. So right leg goes out, left foot comes in.
So you start with your hips facing each other, and then you're gonna turn your chest so that they're parallel to each other. Hook onto the arms. And reach. You wanna pull?
Oh yeah, I want to pull. Yeah. And what's really cool, I mean, it's fun when you do it with your partner the first couple of times. You'll probably get a few laughs and it's great. But once you settle in and you start to sync up your breath, it becomes a really cool experience. You can watch your partner. You can try to expand your chest when their chest expands.
Can you pull me? Yeah.
And we'll slowly come on up.
Okay, so for this next one, you're gonna sit cross-legged facing each other. And you'll wanna come in a little bit closer so that your knees are almost touching but not quite. And you can be a little bit staggered. So one person's knees maybe just inside the other person's. So we're gonna do a spinal twist. So I'm not twisting super far these days because I got the pebble inside. But we can still manage to keep this pretty gentle for me and probably a pretty deep twist for him. So we're gonna take our chest to face away from each other and take your left hand back behind you. You can see that Jeb's palm is facing away from his body. I'm gonna reach my right hand to his left, back behind his body, and he's gonna do the same for me. So this is a little bit far for me. I'm gonna scoop myself a little bit closer. And then from here, we're gonna breathe in, sit up really tall, breathe out, and start to twist. So this is plenty for me, but Jeb, how is it for you? Do you want a deeper twist?
I could use a little more.
So I'm gonna take the hand that's behind his back, the one that I'm holding on to with my right hand, and start to pull gently so his twist gets a little deeper.
Yeah.
And in this pose, it's really important to breathe really deep breaths and to sit up tall. So it almost feels like we're leaning away from each other. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out, I'm gonna give you a pull. And then slowly unwind. And we'll switch.
Okay, so I'm just gonna slide my knees kind of to the other side.
And then we'll turn to face away from each other. Right hand to the low back. Clasp your hands or hook on. Sit up tall, lean back just a little bit, breathe in. And twist.
Another thing you want to just be aware of is your shoulders. So a lot of times we'll kind of start to shrug up the shoulders. You'll feel that ear getting closer to the shoulder. Keep some distance between your ears and your shoulders. So your neck stays nice and long just as your spine does, the rest of your spine. Let's take another breath in and out. It feels so good. So we come back out of there. Okay, now do a little 180 spin move. So you're gonna be back to back. So there's a lot of options for your legs. You go wide-legged, close-legged, even cross-legged, or this like butterfly, cobbler's situation. So you can try them out. You know, this is definitely one where you want to listen to your partner. I'm gonna go straight-legged, and you can go arms just kind of by your sides, or you can interlace them. So because my arms are over top, I'm gonna be forward folding, and Carolina is going to be leaning back. All right, so we'll take a breath in, breath out, I start to fold forward. So the weight of her body takes me deeper into this forward fold. And again, you know, I may want to put something under my forehead for some support if I feel any strain in my neck, or if you're going to be holding for a long time. Maybe you put a wall ball or a block, something like that. Even a pillow on your legs.
How is that?
Great. Now I can take my hands out a little bit, give her a little bit more opening across the front of the chest. How's that?
It's really good.
I'll back it up a little bit.
Yeah. And if you're uncomfortable having your hands interlaced, you can just relax the arms and rest your hands on your hips, by your side. He could use his hands to support him and resist the weight of my body a little bit. Try to allow, if you're the person leaning back, allow your head to drop back so that your head is supported, but just make sure that your partner's okay with the weight. You okay, Jeb?
Yeah, this is great. This is one of my favorite stretches and poses to begin with, just because I'm always pretty tight in my low back. And to have that little extra assistance, I mean, it just feels so good. If I were to stay here and just go really slow and keep breathing, I bet I could get my forehead to touch the floor.
And for the partner that's leaning back, you can do the same thing with your legs. You could keep them straight. I like feet together and knees wide, but you can always bring your knees up towards the ceiling or extend your legs out, whatever feels good for you.
So let's go back the other way. We won't hold it as long, but I'd like to get a little opening across the front of my chest.
Hold on.
And Carolina's gonna set up a little,
So I'm not folding forward too deep these days. It's a lot in the belly. So I'm gonna use this wall ball to kind of stop me from going quite so far forward. All right, Jeb, I'm ready.
Okay.
So he's gonna slowly start to put his body weight onto me. And I'm gonna get into a position that feels pretty safe.
Good.
Yeah. And I can let my head rest down on the wall ball.
while he rests his head back on me.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And I know that he likes that chest opener, so I am going to reach back and hook my hands around his arms. And I'm leaning my own chest up against the wall ball while I gently pull his arms towards me. How's that, Jeb?
Great. And another good kind of fun thing you can do, start to do in this one is, since we're back to back, you can really kind of feel your partner's chest, rib cage, and abdomen expanding and contracting on the breaths in and out. And you can use that. And it might even be kind of nice to sort of alternate. So as you're breathing out, they're breathing in, and it gives you that extra little bit of guidance into the pose. So let's slowly start to come back out of there.
And we're gonna come into just a more comfortable seated position, but still with our backs touching. So try to sit up tall and connect through the whole backside of your body. And see if you can feel your partner's breath move into the back, into the shoulders, and the backside of the ribs or the lungs. And sometimes it's nice to synchronize the breath.
So you can stay here as long as you like. I recommend you get to where you can do it with your partner for 5 minutes, just sitting here breathing and feeling what's going on in their breath, and allowing them to feel what's going on in your breath. And it's really, really a good sensation. It's a fun sensation, and everybody should do it. What else, babe? Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay. Have the best day ever.